video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Hi guys, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and I just lifted some of my dahlias. As you guys know, I've said in prior videos, my dahlias this year did nothing. We had horrible weather, and if I'm being honest, 2 out of the last 4 years, I've had a horrific dahlia crop. I just don't know what is going on, but I did decide to lift some and to store some. So I'm just doing that right now. I'm lifting up one variety at a time. This variety is the American Sun variety. I just rinsed them off and I'm just cutting off the top. I mean, this is how tall the plants got. I didn't get any blooms off of these. So I'm just cutting off, but I did get good tubers. So I'm gonna store these tubers and give it another try next year, see what happens. But anyway, I'm excited because I'm expecting my huge freight shipment of bulbs. So I'm gonna go ahead, rinse off a few more of these tuber clumps and wait for the phone call that my freight shipment is half-hour away. They give you a call when they're about half an hour away because this is a freight shipment. They can't come up my driveway. They're gonna pull along the side of the highway. We have to drive down with a tractor and use the forks to get it off the back of the trailer bed and then bring it up the hill. And if I'm being honest, that's Brad Pitt's job. Here are the clumps, more clumps. I'm just rinsing them off and taking off the stems and getting them ready for storage. Do you guys see that beautiful fall tree behind me? All of them are like that right now. So beautiful this time of the year. Actually, I feel like we're a little bit late when it comes to the leaves dropping. I feel like they're usually all on the ground right now and most of them are still on the trees. This is, you know, the chicken coop and the ducks are down there, but most of them are still on the trees. This tree right here, that's already lost most of its leaves. Actually, all of them, because that one with the leaves still on, that's the apple tree that's kind of growing side by side. But yeah, most of the trees this year still have all of the leaves. See, I haven't had a freeze yet. You can see the bottom of the dahlia is still green and the trunk is still solid. And this is the time that I like to get them because if you let this really brown and turn black, a lot of times it starts to rot inside the tubers and you don't want to do that because those probably won't make it through the winter if they have rot. Waiting for my phone to ring, yeah. It's actually 64 degrees out, much warmer than it was last year when I was doing this. I have really bad, ooh, there's a worm, yeah, dear. I have very sensitive fingers when it comes to temperatures. I have something called Raynaud's syndrome, and basically the tips of my fingers, if they get too cold, they start to turn like a white and they start to tingle really bad. It's very painful. Anyway, so I'm much happier doing this job on a 60-degree day than I am on a 35 or a 40-degree day. Last year, I used a method that was super successful. My camera got wet. I could see the splatter all over my phone I'm actually using out here. But I'll post that video. I'll link it up above and in the description because I don't want to make repetitive videos and show you guys again how I store these tubers. But I'm probably going to do the exact same method that I did last year, which was just in bulb crates and some basically wood chips. This is my busy month, guys, because it's I do freelance video voiceovers for an insurance company. I make corporate voiceover videos, and it's if you guys are familiar, it's open enrollment season, so I'm busy doing those. So not sure if you're going to hear from me as often because of those obligations that I have, but it's also a busy month at the farm, and we're running out of time to get things basically zipped up at the nursery before snow starts to fly around here. And if I don't get things done there, then I'm not going to be able to turn the heat on there in February. There's no point in turning the heat on if the buildings aren't going to hold heat. So I definitely have a lot of stuff to kind of wrap up there before the season changes, but I'm hoping we can get a lot of it done over the next month. I just got the phone call from FedEx. They're about 25 minutes away. Brad's not going to make it in time, and I don't know how to use the forks. He needs to teach me, but I think that he feels like as long as I don't know how to run the tractor, I still need him. Silly boy, I need him for many things. But anyway, I just called my dad. He lives around the corner. My dad's going to come over, and he's going to operate the forks thankfully, to get the whole entire pallet off the tractor trailer so the tulips will be safely delivered. I was always thinking, like, in the back of my head, okay, if Brad can't get home, if the delivery is early, I'll just climb in the back of the tractor trailer and take it out a crate at a time. I mean, that was like worst case scenario. But thankfully, my dad is home and sitting in his office, so he's going to pop over and help out. Brad Pitt just showed up out of nowhere. My father came over here for no reason. Wasted his time. But now Brad's here to get the tulips. Here he is. Oh, yeah. I'm happy that I get to stay in the car, well, the Kubota, because it's kind of dangerous on the side of the highway. I hate that it has to deliver this way. Traffic continues to go by, and basically you just have to kind of hope that people are paying attention. What are you guys doing? You guys on bulb patrol? Gonna inspect it? You guys checking it out? What you doing? So now I have to go through and kind of make sure all of my order is in. Hi, Bob. What are you doing? Not you, Ella. Anyway, yes, you guys want to talk. I have to make sure that everything in my order is there. And these guys are going to be chatterboxes right now. Oh, you want your time on camera, huh? Okay, guys. It's been about a week since the bulbs were delivered. I have been so busy just getting everything else done, and my son has had a ton of soccer games. So I look a little bit different, guys. I kind of changed my hair up, just a warning.
And now, more about the sponsor of today's video. It's Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in your creativity. This month is all about building my new retail business at the nursery, so I turned to Skillshare to, what else? Learn new skills. The class called Unlocking Your Potential with author Emma Gannon teaches 5 exercises to build your creative confidence. So if you're looking to build your empire, this will leave you feeling energized and inspired. With advice on how to let go of habits and how to silence your inner critic, Emma will set you up for success with this class. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and new classes are always being added. You can now take this course for free by using the link in my description box. You'll also receive unlimited access to tens of thousands of additional classes for an entire month. So you can start exploring your creativity today.
Okay, so I wanted to go over the varieties of tulips that I'll be planting this fall. I'll also be selling these at the nursery, which I've already started to sell the varieties at the nursery. So I won't be planting all of the bulbs that came in. And let me tell you why. This was obviously before the idea of even purchasing a nursery was into play. I had these bulbs ordered. So I ordered these bulbs last January, and these bulbs are all ordered through Ball Colorlink, one of my wholesale suppliers. The idea for the nursery didn't even come into my mind until March. But last year, I ordered about 6,000 bulbs to put into the ground, and only 3,000 of them showed up, about roughly. So almost half of my order was canceled. I was terrified that supply chain issues and shipping issues, the same thing was going to happen this fall. So I ordered 10,000 bulbs, thinking, well, maybe half of them are going to get canceled. Well, guess what? Only a very small fraction of them ended up being canceled. 2 varieties, in fact. Some of them were substituted with very similar varieties, but only 2 which could have been substituted, but I rejected the substitutions. And honestly, that was to save a little bit of money because I was okay with only having 9,000 bulbs instead of the 10,000 that I ordered. All right, let's go over the order. Well, so this order also includes ranunculus and anemones, but I'm not gonna go over that today. I'll save that for a future video because there are a lot of varieties on that list too. And I don't want to go crazy
with the length of this video. So let's talk about the tulips that I ordered. By the way, if you guys ordered tulips from Jake through me, those tulips are shipping. A lot of you have already received them. Great, fantastic. The rest of you should be getting them over the next week or so. His team is working really hard on getting all of those orders out for you guys. So if you ordered through the Flower Hill Farm collections, we had a bold and bright collection and an elegance collection. Those are shipping, and they are a mixed bunch, guys. I explained that to you guys before. They're not coming labeled individually with the varieties. They are all jumbled together, and they're meant to be a beautiful, just beautiful thing when you grow them at your own house. So thank you guys so much for partnering with me with that. We'll probably do the same thing again next year, make up some different collections. And we're also talking about doing a bare root roses sale. So stay tuned for those things. All right, Angelique, guys. Angelique making a comeback. I ordered 500 Angelique tulip bulbs, one of my favorite ones. Last year, they were a little bit on the short side. The year before, though, they were fantastic and absolutely gorgeous, tall, lengthy stems. So I'm hoping that they are nice and tall and beautiful again for me this year. Apricot Beauty. This one's coming back. This is one that I grew 2 years ago. It was fantastic. We have Apricot Parrot. This one also I grew last year. It was beautiful, and they are so fun to watch transform. They almost have a little shop of horrors look when they're closed and they're still green, and then they erupt into this beautiful, beautiful apricot parrot. And it's almost crazy how long they lasted in bloom in the ground, because I did not pull all of them this year. I probably left 10 of them out of the 500 that I planted last year in the ground, and they bloomed for a long time outside. So I was excited about that. La Belle Époque. I finally got the most in-demand tulip. This is the third year that I've tried to order this. The first 2 years, it was canceled or out of stock for me. So I finally was able to get 500 of these beauties. I ordered the lily flowering mix. I ordered this, I've grown it for the past couple of years, and it's a beautiful mix, and they really do open to look like lilies. They really do. So it's a lily flowering tulip. They end up looking like lilies when they're fully open. And guys, this is one of the most popular ones at my bulb sale. I'll talk about that in a future video. I ordered 200 pink impressions, and then I ordered Queen's Day. Queen's Day is a beautiful double orange. Renown Unique. This was one that I've grown for a couple of years now, and I really, really enjoyed it. We have Super Parrot. Super Parrot is that beautiful white parrot that I fell in love with a couple of years ago. I have 500 of Christmas Dream. Christmas Dream you'd think would be a red or a white, but no, it's in fact a pink tulip, and I will tell you that Christmas Dream was the first one to bloom for me a couple of years ago. Tulip Dior, another beautiful double tulip. The fringed mix, this one is always popular, and people always comment about how they've never seen a tulip like this before. It's a beautiful fringe mix. Golden Parade, this one is new to me. Ice Cream Tulip, this one is known to be a little bit on the short side, but I think the, I don't know, kind of uniqueness of it makes up for the fact that it does make a shorter bouquet. All the kids love it, all the kids, and it's honestly blooming around the time where the dance recitals are locally. So the dance moms are always asking for the ice cream tulip bouquet for the dance recitals, which is fun. King Parrot. This is similar to the apricot parrot in color. I just loved it so much that I added it to my list. Black Parrot, a couple hundred of those. Those are always a fantastic addition. You just, that dark color in with like even the pinks or the oranges is perfection. We have Blue Diamond. Blue Diamond is absolutely gorgeous. It's new to me, but I needed it, so I ordered it. Charming Beauty. Charming Beauty was the last one on my list. Charming Beauty and Renown Unique have been selling fantastically at my bulb sale. Now, when it comes to my bulb sale, I'm not allowing all of these bulbs of any variety to sell because I do want to plant the majority of them. But it is nice to make a little bit of money back and help pay for the bulb order, because my bulb order is, including all the ranunculus and all the other things that are in that order, my bulb order is upwards of $7,000. So it's helpful to get a little bit of that money back to help pay for at least the shipping costs that you endure when you order such a large amount of bulbs and bulb crates. So those are the tulips that I'll be planting. I am going to wait. I'm having 2 more sales of the bulbs. I'll have them this weekend at the nursery, and then the following weekend I was invited to take part into a craft fair, and I said, well, I don't really have any crafts, but I have tulip bulbs, and they're like, perfect, bring them. So I'll be taking part on November 5th, a craft fair at the local elementary school. So whatever doesn't sell after that craft fair, I have to get in the ground, because you know, you can plant tulips even though you have cold temperatures. Now, I'm gonna be planting tulips until the ground is frozen. So I have plenty of time. The ground, we might get some snow, but the ground won't freeze. We will see what ends up happening, how many tulips I end up getting in the ground. I'm guessing between 7,000 and 8,000 tulips will end up planted here at the farm, and I'm not mad at that. I do have some other tulips from some other sources, and I'll be planting them, I think, at the nursery. So we'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you soon.
Anemones. Anemones. You're not my anemone. Are you ready? Are you excited? Are you ready? Maybe just a little bit? No. Oh, look ready to me. Bye.